in your youth, but now when we really take a look at where you've gone, I mean, you're on Food Network. I was just reading about you in the Food Network magazine. I love your recipes because they are family recipes. It's about bringing people back to the table. And when I look at these sausage cannelloni, when I look at the pasta, like that is homemade pasta to me. That does not look like something that came out of a machine.
No, this pasta is so thin and tender, and the filling is really important to me. I love a good sausage filling, but I don't want it to be too overpowering. Right. So we got it blended with some basil and some Parmesan cheese, and it's so delicious. And I want you guys to be able to do what you want with it. I always have red sauce in the house, but sometimes I want to put some fettuccine on. Sometimes I want to bake it with some extra cheese on top.
So here's the deal. It's called the very best sausage cannelloni. You're getting 18 of them, so you can feed a lot of people with what we're giving you. $69.96 is your price, and we also happen to have it on 3 easy payments of under $24 a month, but those easy pays go away at the end of the day. You can lock it into auto delivery every 90 days, but here's the thing. You did not put sauce on it. So I just want to make sure you know at home that red sauce, you can add your own recipe. You can, if you're running last minute, you want to throw your favorite jarred recipe. You want to put pesto. You want to put Alfredo sauce. And you wanted this to be the canvas for whatever you like.
Absolutely. And this is the nice thing about this cannelloni is you put some pesto or you put some Alfredo sauce on or you put some red sauce on. It tastes great with any flavor sauce that you want. So I didn't want to limit you. I wanted you guys to have a choice of what you wanted to eat it with.
I love this. Okay, so first of all, it looks super pretty putting them on a platter like that if you want to put that out for your guests and serve buffet style. But my question for you is the ingredients that you used, because we talked about the sausage, and I think we're seeing a list of the ingredients.
Yes, you can see the ingredients there. It's super important for me for the pasta to be nice and thin and tender. I think it takes a little extra work, but it's absolutely worth it. Because the thinner the pasta is, everything melds together and just perfectly hits your mouth at the right time, what you're supposed to be tasting.
So can I do this with a fork, or should I have a knife to cut a pretty slice?
You should be able to do it with just a fork, but if you want a knife, I think we got one somewhere.
I know, I think I can do this right here. I just wanted to make sure I could get it across. So the pasta itself is going to be, I mean, again, it looks like this beautiful homemade pasta that you're getting here. And pasta is key. It's got to be the right consistency.
I wanted to show how much it's just filled to the brim with.
Wait, hold on a second.
Are you having a moment?
Yes, the texture of that, because when you said sausage, usually when I think of sausage as being put into something like a cannelloni, it's big chunks, so you get like this big meaty bite of sausage in your mouth. It is so delicate in its texture, and not too much of the fennel. Like you said, I taste the fennel, but it doesn't overwhelm the rest of the dish.
Right, because it's blended perfectly with the Parmesan and with the basil, and you can just see, look at how there's so much filling in there. You just get filling after it's stuffed to the brim. It's just coming out, all that great flavor.
So the pasta. The pasta is perfect. You know what?
So tender, so thin.
This is the kind of flavor that you get. I remember there was this one time I went over to a friend's house, and her whole, I mean, generations of family were living in her home. She had an Italian heritage, and they asked me to stay for dinner. Never in my life, like that feeling that I got when I walked into her house, because I didn't have these kinds of heritage recipes when I grew up, and I went, wow, she gets to eat like this all the time. This is amazing. That's this flashback of a memory I just had of how overwhelmed I was by homemade good food.
That's really what I wanted, because these are my recipes that I've had from since I was a little girl. And I wanted to be able to bring all the recipes that I loved. I was very particular about this particular recipe because I wanted to, every time I took a bite, I wanted to remember my nonni. And I do. And you guys didn't get a chance to meet my nonni, but hopefully by tasting this cannelloni, you'll know her the way I know her.
That's right. You know what? I'm just going to step around you for just one second, my dear, because I want to show you at home what you're getting all on this side of the table, all 18 of them. Look at this. These 2 platters are filled. You could have many people coming over to your house. Put these out, drizzle the sauce on top, or I love this. Did you cut these in half?
Isn't that a fun little thing?
And stand them up. Could this be like a little grab appetizer?
A little grab hors d'oeuvre. You can dip it.
I love this idea right here. I want to make sure people at home can see that. That is fabulous.
See, it's in the sauce in the bottom, and you can just dip it right down in there.
It's already in there.
It's already in there, ready to go for you.
Such a cute idea. And you know what I love the most? Not only seeing that there are no air pockets in here, that from stem to stern, top to bottom, bottom. They're
It
all
is
filled.
Packed filled.
But look at the colors.
They're
You
beautiful.
can see the basil.
Yes.
You can see the ingredients. You can see all the real ingredients that are on the inside. And when you take that first bite,
You can
the
taste each
texture
ingredient.
of it is so good.
Yes.
Yeah,
And
it's
this
so
is what
good.
I want you to know too. Like you can get all of these come
Mm-hmm.
in the package, but it's a big bag so that you can pull out one or two. If you're
So-
just cooking for yourself and you want to put out 1, 2, 3 and put a little bit of sauce on it, they're good to go. You keep the rest in the freezer.
So you know what? I just completely started talking about how delicious everything was, but we never talked about how to bake them or serve them. So they're frozen.
They're
they come in the
frozen.
bag. So we take them out of the bag one at a time. Do you suggest baking them, or can they be microwaved, or what's your suggestion?
I prefer to bake them. You
Okay.
absolutely can microwave them if you want to get to it quicker. Sometimes I've been known to do
In
that.
an emergency?
In an emergency. But you can bake it in the oven. All of the I think it's at 375 or 350 if I'm not.
It's going to be on the package instructions. I believe
Right.
it's 350.
Yes, but you can you can put it with the sauce. You can cook them alone and then put the sauce on after, as we've done here, or bake it as a casserole. There's plenty of there's all sorts of things you can do with these. I do love the hors d'oeuvre idea.
I love that idea.
It's a lot
because
of fun.
you know what? The way that they've been rolled, they stay together. They don't, I realize they
do.
really don't fall apart, which is a beautiful thing. So as a reminder, 18 of them, they're 2 3/4 ounces each. So when you get all those real ingredients of the sausage that's on the inside, it's going to be a very hearty meal. $69.96, 3 easy payments of under $24 a month, and 57911. You get to maybe enjoy a little bit of this, have another sip of wine, and you'll
you.
be on with Rick Domeyer later on in the program.
I will. It was such a pleasure.
so nice to
Really
see
so
you.
much fun.
I hope to
Thank
see you soon.
Thank you so much.